My name is Samuel Leeds, I'm a property investor, and the fact that you're watching this probably means that you're a property investor too, or maybe you're on your way to becoming a property investor. That's why I run this channel. The reason that people aren't further on in life and further on in business is simply just because of lack of knowledge. It's lack of knowledge. So what's the thing that's holding you back? Comment below with your question, and guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna answer your question next week. So comment like crazy below. Also, smash the like button if you like these videos, and of course, don't forget to subscribe, turn the notification bell on, and then that way, when I do next week's video, you'll get a ping, and then you'll be able to watch, and hopefully you'll have your question answered. Let's see what we've got. We've got a guy called G. Stephen Kemp who says, boom! Thank you in advance for answering this question for this community. Here we go, picture question. Samuel, what are your sentiments around utilizing tenant buyers to boost your buy-to-let cash flow whilst also helping first-time buyers onto the property ladder? G. Stephen, I love tenant buyers. I think tenant buyers are a brilliant model, and something that I really encourage and do endorse. For anyone that doesn't know what a tenant buyer is, it's when you move someone into your house, but you, instead of charging them £500 rent, and again, you can negotiate this, it depends, but I'll give you an example. So instead of charging £500 rent, you say, look, pay £400 rent, but then give me an additional £400. So you're giving me £800, but £400 of that's gonna be rent, but £400 of that is gonna be going towards you one day buying the property. That's why it's called tenant buyer. So they live in the property, but the idea is that they'll one day buy it. And the reason it's so great is because it gives people, normal people that can't afford to buy a property, they have the option to buy the property. So they're putting £400 a month, in this example, aside. Down the line, there'll be a point in time, maybe 5 years or 7 years, where they'll have the option to buy it, but all those little £400, that'll be like the deposit, and then the rest they'll top up in mortgage, and it's a lot better than the help to buy government schemes. That is a proper way of helping people get on the ladder. Not only does it help those people to get on the ladder, it's also great for landlords, because if you've got someone living in your house and they're giving you £800 a month rent, well, that's really good cash flow. So you're gonna be selling it down the line, but you fix the price now, you fix the price that you'll be happy with, they're happy with, you're getting really good cash flow right now. And tenant buyers, they don't need any management, they don't cause any issues because they're gonna be buying the house. Anything that needs fixing or changing, they'll do it themselves. It's a whole different mindset. So yeah, really encourage that kind of setup, and I think it's great. So that's my answer. What else we got? Danny says, do you have any tips or resources you recommend for people undergoing their first renovation project? I don't have any experience in doing this and have very little knowledge in this domain, so I feel it's one of the main risk areas. You're correct. The risks are buying a bad house or in a bad area, having bad tenants, or having bad builders and going over on the refurb, over time scale, over budget. My advice on this, Danny, would probably be to get a survey on the property before you buy it. And a survey will tell you roughly what needs to be done on the house. So if there's some damp work that needs to be done, if there's a leaky roof, the survey would do that. And the reason I'd get a professional survey done by a chartered surveyor is because they're not gonna BS you or try and pull the wool over your eyes, because they can't do that legally. Whereas a lot of builders, they'll come out and they'll, ooh, you know, this needs this and this and this, and they'll charge you a lot extra. So get a survey and then bring that survey to a team of builders or 3 different builders and say, how much would you cost to do this? And make them give you a very itemized breakdown of exactly what they're gonna do, exactly how much they're gonna charge, make them give you a time scale of how long it's gonna take, put a penalty in place if they go over the time scale. So you can do it even if you've got no experience, and if you're not a builder yourself or someone that's done it before, you can do it if you do it properly. Might also be worth joint venturing with someone, partnering with someone that has got a bit more experience in this area. Also, don't take on a massive renovation project if you've never done it before. Start small and work up. So that would be my general advice. I wish you all the best and good luck in your projects. What else we got? Burhanab says, hi Samuel, I'm a foreigner, Sweden citizen. Fantastic, great to have you watching the channel. I just got approved for a UK buy-to-let mortgage. Fantastic, double good news. Do you have any tips and tricks for non-UK residents investing in the UK property market? Yeah, what I would say is you want to make money in property, but you also want to make money if you can in doing the transfer. Presumably have to transfer money from Sweden over to the UK. Now, by the way, I'm not speaking from experience. because I am a UK citizen, so I'm only speaking from what I know about some of my students that have had to do this. So that's my disclaimer. I'm not Swedish. So what I would suggest is don't wait until you need to transfer the money over, because what will happen is you've got your mortgage approved. You'll now go and find your house. You'll put your offer on, it'll be accepted, and then suddenly the solicitor will say, "We need your money now." And if that happens, you might have to end up transferring money over when the exchange is bad, and you'll lose money on the exchange. So what I would say is, if you're a foreign investor investing in the UK, is you've got your mortgage approved, fantastic. Wait and move your money over now, or wait until the exchange is good, so you're in favor, and then move the money over, and then you can just relax. The money's there, the money's ready, and then when you actually need to use it, bang, it's just there, it's ready in the UK. So that can't be my general advice. Also, make sure if you're investing in the UK, you need really good people in the UK, you need a good management team in place. If you're gonna be doing builders, you need good people in place, because you can't be going back and forth. But ultimately, you've got to invest where the money is. And if the money's in the UK and you're in Sweden, I don't know much about Sweden, I don't know much about the property market in Sweden, but I respect you for investing in the UK, because sometimes people think, I've only got to invest in my country, I can only invest in my village. And actually, you've got to invest where the money is. And ultimately, if this is going to be giving you a passive income anyway, you need to be able to systemize it. So I've got properties in Wales, I've got them in England, and I would buy in Scotland. But it doesn't matter where the properties are. What matters, because they're systemized, what matters is that it's making me money. So respect, I wish you all the best in that. And if you've got any follow-up questions, drop them on this video and I'll try and answer them next week as well. Okay, Marcus Blackwood. After the crash course in London, I'm trying to find rent-to-rent HMO cities to get the ball rolling. What advice would you give for someone who lives in the centre of London but needs to research cities up north? Marcus, I wouldn't necessarily say that just because you're in London you have to research cities up north, because there's loads of people that come through the crash course and they end up getting rent-to-rents in, I guess it's up north a little bit, but Oxford. I don't know if you saw it, I've just done a Winners Wednesday with a lady called Stella, and she lives in the centre of London. She's killing it in Oxford. She's making £4,500 a month with rent-to-rents in Oxford. So I wouldn't necessarily go really, really far up north. You don't even have to go particularly up north at all. I mean, the centre of London might be tricky, but there's so many areas on the outskirts of London that work super well for rent to HMOs. And also because it's rent to HMO, you're not actually buying anything. So the fact that the prices are really high doesn't matter, because you're only renting them anyway, you're taking control of them. What matters is that you've got that good monthly cash flow. So that's my general advice. I hope that helps. Okay, Burning Desire. I know you, Burning Desire, you've asked questions before. Is it better to get a few £70,000 houses where there's limited growth but decent rental yield, or save up more and get a £30,000, I don't know what that means, maybe it's supposed to be £300,000, where yields are lower but there's plenty of room for growth, like in 5 years of purchase? Burning Desire, just because a house is cheap doesn't mean that there's no room for growth. I think if you buy in London right now, and you buy in Liverpool right now, you're gonna have more growth percentage over the next 3 years in Liverpool than you would in London. So don't think that just because it's expensive, it's gonna have more growth. That's not the case. There'll be more growth in the sense of profit, but the percentages, no. I don't believe that. I think if you wanna get growth, you just need to look at what previously has been full, because a growth will always follow a recession. So where's there been a recession? Buy there, then there's going to be an expansion. Expansion, recession, recession, expansion, but overall over time, properties go up. That's like my mantra. So make sure you're getting a good profit of cash flow every single month on your property, period. The return on investment needs to be good. Don't talk yields and stop talking about growth in expensive areas. It's just not the case. Okay, next, Matt Becks. Matt Becks has been to the crash course from Australia. I remember this dude. Good to see you still comment on YouTube. I hope you're still killing it. I know you've done some deals and stuff. Good job. Let's see what he says. When developing a personal brand, what are the 3 core values that you hope your audience will associate yourself with? The 3 core values, if you're starting out and you want to build a personal brand, or me? I guess it's the same, both. Okay, firstly, transparency. You want to be known for being a transparent person, honest. Don't try and pretend you're doing things you're not doing. Don't try and pretend anything. This whole fake it till you make it thing, I don't agree with that at all. I think that actually you've just got to be authentic and say, this is what I'm doing, this is what I've done, and be totally honest and transparent. Not just transparent about yourself, but also direct and honest with other people as well. Second thing would be, what value would be doing what you say. Do what you say you said you were gonna do, the way you said, when you said, how you said it, and just build a reputation for that, for over-delivering and under-promising, for being someone of your word, really important. And then thirdly, value. I would say, as cheesy as this sounds, I would say just be someone of love. Like, do what you're doing because you genuinely care about people. And when you have a good heart and you have a heart to genuinely help people, the money will follow, for sure. So just love people, love yourself, and there will be my 3 things. Hope that helped. If you enjoyed this video, smash the like button. Keep commenting your questions. I'm gonna answer one more question. Danny Abdallah. Hi Samuel, thanks again for all the valuable insights you provide. You're so welcome, smash the like button. I'm based working full-time in London. Sounds like I've got a lot of people that watch my YouTube either from London or from overseas. Where are all the northerners? Where are they? But looking to invest in my first buy-to-let property further away, giving lower prices and higher rental yields. Makes sense. I'm happy to invest further away but have a few concerns, including building a power team in that location and how I could successfully manage a renovation, manage builders while being far away. Do you have any tips regarding this, and do you recommend any areas that are within easy access, up to 2 hours away to London, that are good for investments? Thank you. Okay, Danny, good investment areas within a couple hours of London, I would say Birmingham. Birmingham is great. Also, they're bringing Article 4 into Birmingham this year in June. So if you can buy a house now, and if you're doing renovations, turn it into a HMO, you'll get automatic grandfather rights planning permission, and you'll see the value go up a lot. So Birmingham's really good. I think if you want to be involved and hands-on, you're probably smart in saying, I'm happy to travel a couple of hours. If you're doing something in Newcastle, you know, it's gonna be really, really, really tricky to get there. Long term, once it's all set up and you've done it and you're renting it out, you should never have to go and visit the property, ever. If you're starting out and you're wanting to do refurbs and stuff like that, I think you're on the right path. Try Birmingham out, have a look, see what you find. Guys, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you want more, then let me know by subscribing and smashing the like button. Also, don't forget to comment your questions. I'm doing another video just like this next Sunday. Just click on that right there. That's the thing. That's the thing you need to click on. Click on it, come down, meet me. Even if you're not sure whether you want to do it or not, at least click on it and have a look. Don't forget to subscribe over here as well. Thank you so much. Click it, have a look. Just have a look. I'll see you there. God bless. Thank you so much.